Our next guest is set to make an explosive return to the cobbles this week as Jim MacDonald is released from jail.
But how will the residents of Weatherfield react when they are reunited with its most famous ex-con?
I want to be back where I belong. I want to be back behind the Rovers bar.
I've got an idea. Look, it might be a long shot, but at the moment a long shot is all we've got.
You're on the floor! On the floor!
Jim. Peter Barnum. Welcome to the big house. Put a smile back on that ugly face. Chateau du big house. It's going to cost you, so it is. Why?
Because there's a reason I made this trip, and it is not because I want to.
So what you're saying is you've no feelings for me whatsoever?
No.
You've been reading her in, getting a sympathy.
No,
Yeah, you are hoping you can pick up where you left off. You know what? Two can play these games. Watch this. Excuse me. He's been using a mobile phone in here. What? Yeah. I can get you a list of all the numbers made to her phone. I can get it you as soon as you can.
You must be the lowest form of pawn life to betray your father.
Yeah. What did he say? Like father, like son?
Nicely done.
Well,
nicely
you know.
done.
I'm either fiery Jim or explosive or anything, you know what I mean?
But you also do gentle as well.
I do gentle thing, and they film as you well know, don't they?
So that was the last time we saw him, and obviously at that moment he was kind of saying, shouting he was going to get revenge on Steve.
Yeah.
He has come back, he's been let out of prison, and his first moment is pretty explosive because we know Steve's got the wedding coming up, and it's his stag do that he arrives at.
Well, yeah, he comes into the boozer to see the woman he loves and see his son, and it's a bit of a shock. Nobody's expecting him, and of course Peter Barlow is there, so and they've had their running.
You saw in prison.
Yeah.
Had the alcohol issue, and you were.
Well, Jim didn't know he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
He was just in there trying to make life a bit easier for himself. You know what I mean? So he became the landlord, and then Peter arrives and he wants a snifter, and Jim's there for him. You know?
Yeah.
And so do you, because it's funny, but if you're talking about him, I mean, it must be like sort of revisiting an old friend, sort of stepping on his shoes and being him again. Because, I mean, there's no one that knows that character like yourself.
No, he's mine. So, there.
Yeah.
It's very easy, and of course, it took about 10 seconds for Bev and I just to slot back right into it. And, actors will tell you a lot of things about, it's terribly hard, but it's not really, especially if you've been doing it for like the time I am. So it's very easy, and it becomes a very nice job, but it becomes just a job.
Right.
You know what I mean?